thought I'd make a video talking about a prospect I'm decently high on. Now, I hadn't heard of him until Fight Night Oz on Instagram put up a post about him fighting in LFA. But when I watched his fights back, I was like, wow, this guy's actually really good. So I'm talking about Isaac Thomson. He's 5-1 MMA, pro MMA record. He's 21 years old. He's from Australia originally, but he fights out of Team Alpha Male out of Sacramento, California. And this guy's striking is so nice. He's got really good boxing. So he's 5-1. So obviously he's lost one fight. That one fight he lost to Dorian Ramos, who's 6-1 now. His one loss is a split decision to a 4-1 opponent. So, not a bad loss, especially if it's split. So obviously it was close. And then he was 4-0 as an amateur. And in this fight against Thompson, when Thompson fought Ramos, it was actually a really close fight. Thompson was looking really good off his back. This guy showed really good jiu-jitsu. Especially showed a really good guard, was throwing up leg locks, arm bars, triangles. This guy's got a really aggressive guard and just an aggressive back game. And he was throwing up so many submissions and everything. I was generally really impressed. His boxing's really nice. And in this fight against Ramos, he did get TKO'd, but the stoppage was really premature. He wasn't out or anything. Wasn't close to going out. He was still sort of defending himself. I don't know, it was a weird stoppage. They just stopped it. I think he could have kept fighting and he might have been able to win that. But he looks really good in all the fights. And that fight was 2 years ago when he lost. So he was 19 years old in that fight against Ramos. And now he's gone on to win 3 fights. Against Concol, he showed really good cardio, won every single round in that fight, fought at a really good pace. His opponents that he's beat as well, he beat a 0-2 opponent in his second fight, but besides that, everybody he's fought had a positive record. Beat 1-0 Luis Garcia in his first fight. Concol was 5-2, 6-3 Ben Hollier. Beat 8-4 Lenra Douglas a few weeks ago by head kick and punches. I don't know, this guy's really good. I'm not just saying this because he's from Australia originally, but this guy's actually a really good prospect. I was watching all these fights. It's wow, this guy's someone to keep your eye on. I watch a lot of prospects, but this guy really just impressed me. Even in his loss, he impressed me. He seems to be he's well-rounded. He's young. He's only 21 years old, and he's already this good. So just imagine how much better he's going to be. And he's from Team Alpha Male as well, which is a really good gym to have. For your jiu-jitsu, your wrestling. I'm sure he's got a really good guillotine. I also found he had a grappling match on Fight Pass as well. It's not on his Tapology, but I did watch it. So obviously he's got some really legit jiu-jitsu. I don't know, I'm just really impressed with the guy. He's got a really good striking arsenal. I don't know, this guy's just a real deal. I needed to talk about him because I want to talk about this guy before he makes it big. But yeah, he's just good. He's a featherweight as well. I don't know if I mentioned that he's a featherweight. Aussie featherweights are really good. I don't know, something about featherweight-sized Australians, we're just really good. Oh, he's really tall for a featherweight as well. He's a 5'11 featherweight. He's tall, got good boxing, good jiu-jitsu, really aggressive off his back, good leg locks. Throws up every submission off his back from the fights I've seen. And this is against decent competition too. He's not fighting cans. He's actually beating really good guys, dominantly. Like Douglas. So this guy's 8-5 now, but the guy Douglas, he'd beat 7-3 opponent, 7-2 opponent, 4-0 opponent, 3-1, 7-8's not too good, but 1-0. The guy he beat, it beat decent level competition. And the guy he beat had lost to a UFC fighter in Chipe Mariscal. So it's that's a good win to have. Especially that guy he beat was young as well himself. Obviously not as young as Thompson. But yeah, this guy's just good. He's been training since he was a kid. Since he was 8, he started training in boxing and BJJ. And he's just travelled all around the world training at different gyms, gone to Thailand, all this stuff from what I've heard in the fights I watched. So yeah, just keep your eye on this Isaac Thomson guy. Like I think this guy is gonna get to a big company soon. If it be Bellator, UFC, Dana White Contender Series, I don't know. I think we're gonna see him mixing it up with like some big names soon though. 5-1, 21 years old. Sky's the limit for this guy. Keep your eye on Isaac Thomson, all right? Yeah, do it for me. Keep your eye on this guy. I think he's going to be something special. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Yeah, I like talking about prospects. I'm probably going to make more just so if they do go on to like do big things, I can be like, told you so. I'll be like, yep, I was right. Because I don't know, it's always good. On Twitter, I was always like gunning for Steve Erceg to get signed to the UFC, and then he went and became ranked in his first UFC fight. So I felt really, I felt really smart there. So I'm gonna make more of these prospect videos when I find prospects I'm really high on. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.